Update 2. Alright. So I went back to my parents' old neighborhood to talk to my half-brother's mother, and thankfully, this time she was more reasonable and didn't accuse me of baseless crap. I guess she regrets the way she's pushed her own son away and wanted to see him again, but knew that she'd have to get through me first now that she was pleasant to me this time. I asked her if she'd been in touch with my dad, and she confessed that she had been in touch with him all along. After my parents' divorce, he'd moved to Missouri and she'd said that she'd raise her son herself, and he'd offered to send her a certain amount of money every month to help her out as long as she made sure that he never found out who his real dad was. It wasn't because he was afraid that his younger son would come around demanding money, but he was more worried about the emotional aspect of it. He just didn't want the burden of having to deal with another kid at his age, and so he'd send her money every month as long as he personally didn't have to deal with raising another child and taking up his responsibility. She was okay with this arrangement, but they'd hit a roadblock when it came to college because she demanded that my dad cover his entire tuition fee. My dad wasn't willing to do that, and they were arguing about who would pay for it. My dad obviously stated that he'd been true to his word and had sent the required amount every month religiously, but he couldn't send the entire amount of money needed to cover his son's